I've always been really interested in how music affects our minds and the society we live in. I am here to talk about some simple ways we can use music to improve our physical and mental health and help turn the world into a better place. It is common knowledge that music affects our brain like nothing else. Music makes our brain light up like a Christmas tree. We also know that singing is good for our mental health. Anthropologists believe that singing preceded speech in our evolution. Singing is fundamental to who we are as a human being. It's also fundamental to who we are as a community of human beings. Anthropologists also believe that it was actually singing that enabled humans to form large communities, because when we sing with others, the brain releases oxytocin into our bloodstream, the cuddle hormone, which helps us to connect with others. There is a particular scale that has played an amazing role in the development of music. Ever since humans have been making music, they have been using various pentatonic scales. If you build a series of notes using a single frequency ratio 3:2, in other words a perfect fifth, from a fundamental note, you will have the notes of the major pentatonic scale. For example, if you use the fundamental note C, you will get C, G, D, A, and E. This 3-2 frequency is very important as it's the relationship found between the second and third partial of the overtone series. Without going into detail, this scale has a strong connection to the overtone series, which forms the basis for all music theory. This pentatonic scale has some pretty amazing properties. Firstly, pentatonic scales have formed the basis of all developing musical cultures. The reason for this is that the intervals in this scale are the most natural ones for us to sing. In other words, our vocal cords were made to sing the pentatonic scale. By the time a child is 4 years old, they are already singing most of this scale with the intervals of a descending minor third, ascending perfect fourth, and the tone. The second interesting characteristic is that because there is almost no physical tension in this scale, example, no semitones, singing it gives us a great sense of well-being and stillness. The third great thing about this series of notes is that they can be combined in any way possible, and it sounds perfectly harmonious. In other words, 2, 10, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 people can all improvise on this scale, as long as they all use the same fundamental and all sound perfectly harmonious. Listen to this example. We start off with one voice and gradually add another voice every bar. Pentatonic scales are the only scales that can do that. When you start improvising on this scale with others, it is easy to find the common fundamental note because this also is an innate ability we have. So singing is fundamental to who we are as humans. We have a scale that our vocal cords were made to sing, the singing of which fills us with a sense of well-being. A scale that can be sung with 2, 10, 1,000,000 people and it will sound perfectly harmonious. And by doing this, our bodies are flooded with oxytocin so that we would love one another. Don't you think this is amazing? We have this simple, amazing gift. It's free, it takes no skill or time. We all want to feel good and we all want world peace. So why aren't we all using it? Why aren't we teaching our children to use it? Why aren't families using it? Why isn't it in the classroom music curriculum? What if politicians improvised on the pentatonic scale before they sat for Parliament? What if the whole world could improvise on the pentatonic scale every morning to the same fundamental? What would that do to world peace? This is the simplest way to change the world. We were meant to sing together. Why not try it? What have we got to lose? I've got music on the website, which has a fundamental of C. If you use the fundamental of C, it suits all vocal ranges. Let's change the world. Let's start singing together, the one thing we can all sing together. Pentatonic for peace. What have we got to lose?